Okay, let's go ahead and start a new game of Crawl. I have a save. No, no transfer. Oh, look at that, it's a Meteoran. Should I complete this? Should I just play this? I was gonna play something else. I was gonna play some. Um, why do I have a Meteoran? Oh man, this is gonna be miserable if I do decide to play it. But the server is about to die anyway, so I might as well get it over with. Um, yeah, I have no idea why I started this Meteoran, but here we are. Mm. I know that I started it many months ago. I think I may have started it when it was a Mayfly Tor. Yeah, that's how old this save is. Um, but sure. Okay. Whatever. It's getting pretty warm. Definitely not winter anymore. So yeah, you know the drill with Meteor, and I cannot out-explore. Part of the reason why I'm happy that they're not in the game anymore is that I cannot out-explore, and I kinda hate that I cannot out-explore. I think out-explore is like part of the reason why this game is enjoyable. What do we have? Name the Shining One or Hip. I think that it's a pretty a pretty good fatal altar for. I don't particularly feel like doing that. Um, I feel like I could win if I did that, but I don't feel like doing that. So yeah, and not only do they not get to auto-explore, they also um, rest more efficiently by revealing unexplored tiles. Um, and as you can see, their shot clock is brutal. So here we are. I wonder what happens if I update now. I'm gonna save and reload with a transfer. Let's see what happens. Okay. It's still there. The apps seem okay as well. Okay, okay. I can go down now, downstairs, but I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer. Maybe we can get a bit more experience. I do have to say that number going down is a pretty scary part of the Meteoran experience. Longsword, nothing that we can really make use of. I think that the spear might be better. Once again, I'm gonna. Oh, I think that my strategy with Meteoran used to be that I would just go straight down to D4 and explore those levels. Kind of nasty to immediately run into an Orc Priest band. However, we are not gonna be doing that with 20 HP. Um, okay, we find some upstairs. Let's actually check them. You never know when you're gonna run into some potions of experience or whatever by doing that, or scrolls of acquirement or something. Earth magic, intelligence. We're gonna be going for stone arrow, of course. Stone arrow, conjurations, 7 and 7. Yep. And that is a very important thing. Look at that. This is such an old save that I still start with stones as an earth mage. It's pretty funny. Yeah, in case you are not aware, Sandblast used to use stones as ammunition in order to be able to cast it. And if you go even further back, you were able to cast it without using stones, but it was worse. And you could wield the stones to use them as ammunition, was kind of a modal spell. Um, yeah, I'm searching for another set of downstairs. Oh, look at that, I guess. Ask and you shall receive. Um, Now, it would be great to be able to avoid that band of orcs that I saw earlier. It would certainly be sweet. Imagine winning this, like it would be crazy. Oh, I have been streaming console instead of tiles. Let me switch. This stream, this stream announcement program that I got is kind of feeling like a scam. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy paste it. I don't know why like I have two streaming programs that are supposed to announce when I'm streaming, and they don't do it. Like I have two, well, they're not programs, they're bots. I have two bots, and none of the two bots do the thing. I don't really understand why they don't work. Might be a tricky thing to detect. Oh, look at that! We got a Laja tank. I wonder if this is actually better than the spear, or better than many of the things that I could consider doing. Okay, stun arrows is still kinda not doable. We want to get to the temple now because we want a god. That's why I want to go to D4 first, and I like to explore D4 and so on, to try to find the temple for a god. This is obviously Robin's band, yes. Um, okay, that went very well, and we do get highly enchanted +2 helmet as a reward. Mm, I think it's uncommon for Robin to have an enchanted helmet, let alone a +2 one. So we are gonna take it, and we're gonna appreciate it. We found the downstairs. I think that I could read some scrolls. It's not like I have gotten a lot of them anyway. But I could read some scrolls. Maybe I do have magic mapping, and magic mapping would be useful for determining if this level has or doesn't have the temple. Okay, I have explored a good chunk of it. Let's go down, let's go back up. Finds me the last set of stairs. Not terrible. Teleport trap. I'm gonna jump on it. Doesn't really do much for me. It does lead me to an area that I had not fully explored. How far am I from Stone Arrow? I mean, it's already kinda castable, but I don't like it. Why do I have Umbra? Foul Shadow. Your body is shadowed by foul flame. Foes hit you less often and your stealth is greatly enhanced. This is the opposite of... oh, did I just buff myself by saving a Meteoran? Oh, wow, I think so. I don't think Meteorans used to have this. Um, the way that Meteorans worked was that they had a halo. Like they had glow, so they were pretty awful to play because everything was more accurate versus them. Yeah, it was a stealth penalty to derivation pretty much. It didn't appear in numbers, but it was a penalty to derivation for sure. And I think that when I updated, I got this foul shadow thing, which I don't think it's gonna be getting any upgrades. Um, Okay, that's gonna be cool because it turned a weakness of the Meteoran into a great upside. I could theoretically play stealthy Meteoran actually because of this thing. It's um, supposed to make me stealthy, right? Yeah, your stealth is greatly enhanced. Wow. The last Meteoran with something that Meteorans never had. I'm gonna try not to kill it. And to think that I was gonna quit it. I really was thinking about quitting it. I was very close to doing so. I should just leave the level. Go to the downstairs. Okay, we don't want to deal with these guys. Oh, do I go Meteoran of Beogh? That could be a thing that I do. Meteoran of Beogh. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. A god of outcasts, pariahs, and the dispossessed Beogh's altars are rarely found among those of other faiths, but their missionaries may always be sought by those looking for a place to belong. Worshippers will find many friends within the dungeon, and those who prove their strength to Beogh may gain lifelong companions, the equal of any adventurer. That's nice, because all followers were definitely weaker than you. To worship Beogh is to believe there is a strength that transcends species and bloodline. To worship Beogh is to be an orc. So it turns you into an orc when you worship Beogh. You have the smite, and you can do other thing, rally a vengeful horde, and you can walk on water. Um, you also get like passive allies, and Beogh revives them. Through chosen one may even rally an entire orcish army to avenge a wrongful death. Yeah, that ability I heard is really strong. It's like if one of your orcs dies, you can use that ability and summon a million dudes. Um, yeah, and this doesn't matter because I'm not gonna abandon. I do want to worship Beogh. Um, hey, I got fully healed. Why did I get fully healed? Is it relate? No, there's no way it's related to the fact that I just revealed a bunch of tiles by going up because I did that last turn and then I got healed. Did I get fully healed because I converted? Grants you succor. Succor? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Um, but I bet it is why I got a full heal. Okay, Book of Frost. So I guess that it doesn't matter that much to find the temple. I am going to spend a little bit more time in this level. Just a teeny tiny bit more time. Pick that up, for example. Mm, Eustachio. I think that it's time to go downstairs. Yeah, I think Eustachio is a bit too strong for me. You don't have to do anything silly for Beogh, right? Beogh likes it when you kill stuff. Especially likes it when you kill the priests of other religions. I wonder if that includes angels. Mm. It's funny. Like the Meteoran is an interesting concept. I think that like it was never weak or bad. The thing is that it is very exhausting to play a game of crawl for like 3 hours, where most of your time is spent um, doing manual actions. Such a game in like if you were not playing Meteoran would have been much longer. Yeah, or much shorter. Yeah, probably much shorter actually, because a lot of your manual actions that you're taking could be automized by pressing out to explore or by resting instead of walking around revealing tiles to fully heal you. Um, These huge loops are definitely the killer of the Meteoran. Also, that's another thing about Meteoran. The level generation of the dungeon is somewhat hostile towards them. Mm. Just because of their nature of being Meteoran and not being able to rest. Well, I guess you can rest, but resting is so scary. Like, I have 1500 turns to live pretty much. The salt clock, and every time you have a wand of light. I'm kind of dying here. Heal wounds, lucky me. Something makes me think that I'm not gonna beat this guy. Okay, that's nice. I was throwing stones. Let me turn off the auto pickup for stones. Was I also throwing stones when I was fighting Pikel? Because if so, no wonder I was dying. Pretty rough. A single lemur did that to me. The worst part about that is that you don't even get experience for the lemur. You know, if I want that juicy bag of experience, I have to kill Pikel for it. Come on. Really, really rough to deal with. Did they rename Meteorans? No. Look at that, I'm a Meteor.
My wife still doesn't believe
I'm
me.
probably gonna be the only
Did they
Meteor ever.
rename Meteorans?
No, what happened is that I parked this. I think that this parked character is so old that I have it since. Yeah, look at that. I have it since 0.29. Haven't touched this account in a while. I think that that 0.29 character was a Mayfly Tower, which got turned into a Meteoran when I upgraded to 0.31, and then I upgraded to this today. The Meteoran Halo that they used to have that made it so that things could hit them more easily got turned into this. I don't know why, and so I decided to go Beogh because why not? Like, might as well go and do something truly unique. I had no idea that I had this character parked. I was gonna try something completely different, but now let's try not to die to this Pikel guy. I feel like it's gonna be very difficult for me to kill it. Oh man. Beogh makes your species an orc. Very funny. Yes, it's a Meteorc of Beogh. Yeah. Look at that, it's awful. I'm gonna read fear. Okay, we do get the fear. I'm gonna walk away from Pikel. Hopefully we can... I don't even know how we deal with this situation. Okay, teleport actually kind of works very well because teleport with Meteoran is literally a full heal. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, Centaur is not something that we want to see. Gotta head out. Yeah, enjoy your vacations, Star Polemic. Hi, YouTube. I still don't know if this is gonna make it to YouTube, but chances are good because it's something so unique. Unless I die in a very underwhelming way. Hopefully not. Blork the Orc. With a glaive. I feel like I'm better off not fighting that. Yeah, this character got really lucky with the 4 stack of heal wounds that I had. 4 heal wounds. Probably one of the greatest things that I could have seen. And the reason why I haven't died yet, because there's been some situations where I should have died, but I just didn't because I had that in my pocket. Um, let's go to the next level. Yeah, keep in mind that I don't need to find the temple anymore. Oof. I don't feel like going down those stairs is a good idea. A Nogger. How do we deal with this ogre? Wow, I killed it with Mind Burst. That's I would even go as far as to say miraculous. I was not expecting such a thing to happen, but we're gonna take it. Wand of Flame would be great here. I was not expecting to fight 2 eels at the same time, obviously. All right. Let us continue. This is a perilous journey. This level is awful. I should very much not be wandering around in this level. I feel like when I was at 18 HP, maybe I should have used the heal wounds, but I felt like I could have tanked one more attack from the eel. I'm glad that I didn't use it, but it would have been a pretty lame ending if I had died after not using it. Identify. That's pretty neat. We got 4 potions of 3. Those are gonna be a big deal. They're definitely gonna help me stay alive. Yeah, we don't want to deal with those heals. I really need to leave this level. It's pretty much the conclusion that I have arrived to. I need to leave this level. It is for the best that I do such a thing. Oh man, 72% chance to. Okay, maybe we just kill Sigmund. Cool. Another scroll of fear. That's nice. I'm glad that I came back and backtracked a bit. Uh, it's so weird. With the ultimate Meteoran, the monsters immediately spotted you. Like, you couldn't spend more than 1 turn in their line of sight because they would just spot you and there was nothing to do about it. Um, okay, you feel less confused. There we go, that's awesome. Big deal, we got the Piquel experience. Um, I'm gonna get more intelligence. My attunement to dungeon structure grows. Um, all right, not bad, not bad at all. I even found a ring from backtracking. It's not a terrible ring. We're gonna grab it. Staff of Conjuration. I am going to be equipping that. Another Scroll of Fear. Very sweet. Meteoran happens to get a ton of mana. Look at that. But then again, Meteoran is kind of not. It compensates for the fact that it cannot really out-explore and squeeze all of the experience from the game like most characters would be able to by just being broken, like straight up being broken. And you may be thinking, why did you play very little Meteoran if they are so broken? Don't you like broken characters in Crawl? And I do. I do enjoy it when Crawl is not miserable to play. But the difficulty is only one factor that could make the game miserable. Meteoran was miserable because of the lack of auto-explore, as I've already mentioned. Like, that does come up, unfortunately. Now, did my thing do the thing? Someone mentioned being particle phases. Someone mentioned being particle phases. Okay. This looks like it could have been the temple. Okay, it's not the temple because there's ruined doors. You think I can kill those whites? I think that I have a good chance versus them because of because stone arrow, staff of conjuration. It's already full power. How? Okay, like I'm not gonna complain. I think it's pretty strange. Do I get like a ton of stats every time I level up a stat or something? No way that your fighting skill. No, okay, you get two clever and one agile. And what happened when I leveled up to level 3? Let's go way back into the past. Probably impossible. Yeah, okay, I cannot go that far back. Steam Dragon and an Ogre. Kind of scary situation. Okay, I like those Steam skills. Those are gonna be good. I'll equip them. I think I heard a shout. Yeah, okay, so we are gonna be trying to regain some mana. And then we're gonna valiantly fight the ogre, and we win. Now let's try to see if I can actually grab this and equip it. Okay, big deal. A little bit of an upgrade for my character. Some ghosts. Funnily enough, a weakling demigod delver and a novice mountain dwarf fighter of Gozak. The delver ghost, rough. Yeah, rough. 18 HP, literally experience level 1, maybe level 2, but I think it was level 1. And the mountain dwarf fighter is what you would expect from a mountain dwarf fighter. I think that I cannot beat those. If I ever plan on fighting them, I'm gonna come back much later, but I don't think that I'm gonna be doing a lot of backtracking. After all, Meteoran is not particularly well built for that. I don't feel like fighting those bees. Dude, it's awesome. Having this aura of stealth is awesome. If Meteoran had been like this, instead of having literally the opposite, I think that I would have played it a lot more. Um, Yeah, I do remember that at some point when Meteoran was a thing that existed in the game, I said that Meteoran was the most difficult thing that existed. Um, I still believe that somewhat. Um, it is not a particularly easy species to play after all. Mm, I'm gonna play it rather safe by standing here, even though going up shaft is not particularly a safe thing to do. Um, it would give me a big heal, most likely, but safe, not really. Okay, that's not gonna work on Jeremiah. Let's try Wand of Light. It misses. My issue here is obviously that I'm running low on mana. Perhaps instead of fighting, let's just try to reveal more tiles and regain some more mana. There we go. Okay, upstairs. You killed Jeremiah. Beogh appreciates your killing of a heretical priest. When do I start getting dudes with Beogh? Oh, especially promising adherents will find themselves beset by rivals for Beogh's favor, but overcoming these trials while fleeing will gain you loyal companions. Okay, so I have to fight dudes to get allies, Orb of Energy. We probably want to pick up and use that. Your teeth grow more tusk-like, and your ears lengthen. Your facial features look somewhat orcish. Okay, I thought that was going to be um, like some mutation because I upgraded Meteoran and it was never meant to be, but no, it is Beogh. It's gonna be funny to know what is Beogh and what is Meteoran. I I'm pretty sure that oh yeah, like title and category, DCSS, DCSS. Have I seen Coglins? I have not seen anything Coglin related. I was going to play maybe Coglin, maybe Mountain Dwarf of Beogh, but I started a game in this account and I realized that I had a Meteoran parked, so that's what we're doing instead. And it might be the only ever Meteoran, or Meteorc, I should say, of Beogh. Um, so yeah, I hope that this character does find victory. I'm gonna try. Joseph. Some orcs. What's a Meteoric? It's a Meteoran that is a worshipper of Beogh because when you worship Beogh, you turn into an orc. Um, okay, I'm strong enough to take on Joseph. That's nice. Oh, that's quite a bit of enemies. I feel like I don't want to go down those stairs. I found that by upgrading from 0.29 to today, this character for some reason has this mutation, which is not a mutation that Meteoran originally had, um, which is pretty funny. Meteorans have the opposite of this. You're more easily spotted, in fact, which is pretty awful. No stealth and and things like see you the moment you enter their line of sight. Yeah, also you get less effective evasion. Like it's a hidden thing because it doesn't appear in the evasion number, but you have less evasion. It really does come up into play a lot later in the game because a lot of late game stuff like shoots bolts at you and that kind of thing. Um, that that really hurts to not be able to dodge. Not even like you may not be going dodging, but you would still have like 8 or 10 evasion or so. Enough to sometimes dodge some stuff to not get hit 100% of the time. I always felt that with Meteor and you were getting hit 100% of the time, and that really hurt. Long Sword of Freezing, very highly enchanted. I already have a Laya tank. I'm not even sure how hard I'm going to go on melee. I might go spells. Um, I guess that it's enough, and I should leave this level. Yeah. Erolcha? Oh man, how much willpower? I guess not enough. Erolcha has a 30% chance to banish me. Potion of Enlightenment would work. And I think I have one, yeah, in that shop, but I don't have enough money for it. Well, I don't want to get banished, so we're not doing that. And I would like to skip that level as soon as possible. Okay, that's the lair entrance. That's nice. I don't have to struggle to find it. So I've seen Coglin, or well, I've heard of. I've not seen anything Coglin related, but I've heard of Coglin with double slings and Coglin with double enhancer staff. I've also heard that Coglin with melee is very annoying. Part of the reason why I haven't played it yet. But I do intend on playing it in the near future. Broad Axe of Venom. This is actually a pretty decent weapon. I wonder what happens if I switch from this to this. You can wield that with only one hand, okay. But I can wield this with only one hand. Okay, it does reduce my power enough to be noticeable. I'm gonna stick with the Staff of Conjuration for a bit. I already have Steam Scales, so we can leave those on the floor. What do we have here? That's gotta be like the Orc entrance. Oh, it's a portal bolt. Or well, a transporter bolt. AKA a death trap. Yeah, you may even call it intentionally malicious design that is trying to kill you. Or maybe not. I feel like if I go in here, I'm not gonna land there. Wow, okay, I did land here. Surprising. And what do we have here? Oh, look at that. It was not malicious for once. Miraculous. You gotta savor these rare occurrences. Hey, Kirari, that's a big find. Okay. 2 Komodo dragons. Really rough. Okay, level 11. I should not be on this level because of Erolcha. Like, wandering around here is only gonna result in me eventually running into her and dying with very little that I could have done about it. Ichor-stained ring mail. Okay, I do think that leaving this level as soon as possible is the correct thing to do, but I cannot resist the allure of an artifact, especially when it's early enough that it's potentially very exciting. It's impossible for such a thing to be game-winning, I think, but it could be very decidable, at least. Erolcha is roaming over there, so I gotta at least go somewhere else and recharge my my juice. Or at least that's what I was trying to do until I ran into these guys. Digging would be great, which I do not have. I also don't have enough mana to do this, so I'm just gonna have to go for Sandblast. Okay, I think we're fine. We might be okay. Yeah. Yeah, things are going fine. Surely Beogh must have sent you. Yeah, that is correct. I think that I don't have enough money to buy those, or like the Potion of Enlightenment. Buying that would be useful because it would allow me to fight Erolcha without the fear of getting banished so certainly. You know, at the end of the day, a monster doing a 30% hex on you is like it is very much unlike an enemy Pokemon doing an insta-kill move in Pokemon, for example, because insta-kill moves have a 30% chance to succeed in that game, right? In Crawl, Yeah, a turn of a monster is not nearly as valuable as a turn of an opponent in Pokemon. Just to give you an example. Um, Beware that a challenger has come seeking you in battle. Prove your devotion to me. Unite all my children beneath one banner. Okay. Okay, Dark Flail of Protection. And you have 69 HP. What does that? What do those numbers mean? Or like, what do those um, asterisks mean when it comes to 69? Tons of armor class. I feel like I can beat it. It's alone, right? If it had any its own band, it would be difficult to deal with. Empowered by the touch of Beogh. Or maybe it is more powerful, and that's what the asterisks signify. That it's not gonna have this amount of HP once I beat it. Empowered by the touch of Beogh thing. Okay, to begin with, I have Curare, so we're gonna use that, and then we're gonna use Stone Arrow. This is not going in my favor. I don't want to reveal more stuff too. That could be very, very bad. I don't want to do that. Why did I remove the Ring of Dexterity? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter right now. I have one potion of mana if I really need it. Hopefully I won't, because it's a rather valuable resource. Okay. Okay, almost dead. One Mind Burst. 45. That's not gonna work. Let's use Wand of Light. How come this guy hasn't already turned into my ally? I kind of feel the desire to just go and hit it with something, but I feel like that could be disastrous. Okay. Okay. We allow you to induct Grimold into your service. Okay, recruit Grimold. Yeah, sure. Welcome them as a companion. Favorite child of Beogh, once not so unlike yourself. Now that you have proven yourself to them, they will fight and die for you, for both you and the cause. Um, yeah, it did have more HP when I was fighting against it. It's at 69 and now it's at 65, but it's not that drastic of an upgrade. Yeah, this guy looks okay. It's not taking any damage. Um, oh yeah, I did go for like 4 stone arrows and it was staying at moderately wounded. It only took a couple of good rolls for me to actually beat this guy, Morningstar. Do I care? I don't think I care. Alright, it definitely feels nice to have an ally to tank for me. An ally to get banished. Yeah, you're right. An ally to get banished by Erolcha. I don't have the money. I need a little bit more. Um, let's explore over here because I don't think I've seen this. Okay, there's some money in there. There we go. That's enough money to buy the thing. And then I can go fight Erolcha with the thing. Yeah, this is the Potion of Enlightenment, which gives you willpower for some reason. I think this is fine. It's not terrible. Do I want to equip it immediately? Probably not. It's a 3 armor class. I don't think the fire resistance is gonna come into play for now. Eventually, if I am still using it much later into the game. Um, but for now, it's not that important. So does Beogh upgrade the gear of my dudes? like he used to, or does he not do that anymore? Feels weird to have an ally of Beogh while not being an orc, you know? Feels very, very weird. But I guess I'm an orc. I'm a Meteorc. Well, that was exciting, and I was able to not fight Erolcha, so let's continue. Fanaro? I feel like I win, right? Maybe I don't win, but at this point, there's not much that I can do about it. But I did win. I underestimated the power of having a friend, permanent ally that you don't have to bother summoning every time that you want to use it, which is one of the things that annoy me the most about having allies in Crawl. Yeah, permanent allies and small amount of permanent allies are perfectly fine. I think that my Orc Dude can beat those priests. Yeah, of course you can. It's pretty much an Orc Knight, if you think about it. It's got the damage, kind of an Orc Knight, and it's got the HP of an Orc Knight. Fanar never pops off. I don't know. I've had situations where Fanar has almost killed me because I underestimate him. Zombie hands. I can go for the certified classic of zombie hands iron shot. I probably should too. Probably gonna need more actually. Zombie hands means your dudes will actually hit. You do have a point, so I am compelled to use zombie hands. I think that you should not be there. Okay. Feels nice to have support that actually can help me kill the Skeletal Warriors, because Skeletal Warriors are one of the most vile things that the game can generate pre-lair. Yeah, it is so disgusting that I don't think they should be able to generate pre-lair at all. Um, like very specific characters can kill them, not every character. And I was fortunate enough to be playing one of the characters that can kill Skeletal Warriors at this point in the game, but that is not always the case. Oh, another one. Summoned. So the one that I killed wasn't real? I think the statue summoned versus the orc guy. So I heard that this got a quality of life upgrade that I can do this now. It says here that it's a warrior, but it doesn't feel like a warrior. It feels more like a knight. I feel like warriors are less powerful than this. Okay, another challenger appears. Um, Here comes a new challenger. Let's see if it finds me. Anyway, found entry entrance to Orc. Dagger of Protection and a Robe of Fire Resistance. And it has Foxfire, Sting, and Confuse. For some reason, her Sting actually deals a ton of damage. Um, Come on, okay. Oh, look at that. It would be nice to have my my item of fire resistance equipped. I have smite. Oh, I do have smite. Well, I cannot use it yet, but I really should think about training for it. Alrighty, we got Borgun. Recruit. Yeah, might as well recruit the first 3 that I get. The minigame where Beogh summons a dude to fight you is really funny. Stop doing that. Do they see invisible? Wow, they do. That's awesome. One of the most annoying things about old worshippers of Beogh is that they didn't see invisible. Wow, generous. Is it lucky that both of them see invisible? Can they sometimes not see invisible? I'm enjoying this Beogh thing a good amount. Alright, into lair we go. Oh, only one of the guys is following me. Why is that? I got ignition. That's probably not what I'm gonna do, but it's nice to have a plan if I do end up going for spells or something. It's still early enough that my build is very flexible. I can still choose to go for the Laya tank or for a sword. I have found some pretty okay swords in the floor. And of course I can go for zombie hands, which is what I'm doing a bit of right now. Maybe I go mage and I get 3 orc allies, 3 like tanky orc allies. Similar to what I would do with Hep. So how buffed was this guy? When it comes to damage on the spells, it seems like the same to me. 2 dice of 13 on Sting, 3 dice of 7 times 2 on Foxfire. I think I got lucky that my first orc was such a tanky orc. Okay, what happens? Can I recall them? I can recall them. Doesn't even cost mana. Or doesn't even cost piety. Yeah, because in that situation, recalling them was correct. You failed to use your ability, okay. Yeah, we don't want to mess with that. It's too many dudes at the same time to be able to do anything. I'm not liking these situations. But my assessment of them may be a bit not taking into account the fact that I have allies. Recall. Okay, that's pretty scary. Ouch. Are you gonna kill me next turn? Probably, I think. So I heal once. You swear to avenge Borgun's death. Okay. What happens with that? What does that do for me? You're seeking vengeance for the death of your brethren. Do you like mm, mm, just so long as you continue to fight and avenge in their name? I guess that if I have the vengeance status effect, I can revive them. But if I don't have it, or if I have it and I don't kill something, I bet that they don't revive. Something like that, maybe. Come on, are you joking? You feel as though your fallen companions have been avenged. Okay, it's gonna come back at some point. I shouldn't rest. Yeah, man. Meteor, like, it's kind of cool, but at the end, or at the same time, it's pretty lame to be Meteoran and not be able to rest or out to explore. Like, those are just core features of the game. Oh man, I feel like I'm being pulled in a lot of different directions because I want invocations, I want evocations, I want to get zombie hands, I want to do a lot of things, and I don't feel like I have the ability to get enough experience to be able to do all of those things. Also, I should worry about the soft clock. I should probably just dive to the last level and do whatever is in there, because usually that's the level that has the juiciest things, right? Mm. I wish I had a Wand of Flame already for all these seals that I've been finding. They water walk, right? Do I water walk? Not yet. Yeah, they water walk, but I don't water walk yet. Maybe at some point I'll have the ability to do that. Certainly gonna be nice. It's pretty cool to be able to go downstairs and like immediately regenerate all of your resources because of Meteoran. But as always, the downside of not being able to rest and not being able to explore is really too much of a downside for me to want um, to play Meteoran like a lot. You know, I don't think that it could have ever been my favorite species. I wonder if it was anyone's favorite species. Like, in theory, it's pretty cool, but in practice, well, you have seen my playthrough so far. It's so slow. I've been playing for an hour, and I'm only in Lair. And I'm not even fully clearing stuff, because of course I'm not fully clearing stuff. You cannot really do that as a Meteoran. So when is my guy gonna revive? I guess they do revive, but it takes a while for them to do so. I definitely don't want to fight Snork. If my alternatives are, or if my options are fighting this and fighting Snork, I'd rather fight this. Alright, that went pretty okay. I think that I would be having a lot faster and easier of a playthrough if I was going melee instead of going magic. To begin with, magic is already like it is a lot more difficult than melee, and it takes longer too. So if we add onto that the fact that Meteoran takes longer just because it's Meteoran, yeah, bad idea to play magic here. Mm. Wait, I do want to forget Sandblast. Yeah. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to see. But I didn't even need to do that. I would have run into it. Whatever. I do not have resistance, so that's gonna be tricky. I might not even be able to do it at all. Come on, get squeezed. Okay, okay, okay. It got squeezed to death. Um, I'm glad because it was Berserk. That had potential to be absolutely terrible. Meteoran and New Beogh. Yeah. So the story of this character. I started it in 0.29, so a while ago, and I started it and I just didn't play anything. Apparently, I started as a Meteor and Earth Elementalist. I thought that I started as a Mayfly Tower, and I just didn't play this account for a while. Um, so that's how I have a Meteoran of New Beogh. Um, it's not a combination that you're gonna see very often, and it's definitely not a combination that you're gonna see again in this channel if I die here. Well, whether or not I die here, it's not gonna happen again, I suppose. But I guess it's not gonna see a full run if I don't win this one. I guess you know what I mean. Mm, I would be a lot stronger if I was a melee character. I really should be a melee character. Okay, I wonder if these orcs are not as suicidal as the old ones, because the old ones really love to step on clouds of fire and stuff like that that would get them killed very quickly. Um, I should be training axes. After all, I am Meteoran, and my aptitudes for axes is incredible. We're gonna need 18, but I don't know if I want to do that immediately. Yeah, probably of all the weapons that I have found, this is the best, but I do have the Laja tank. I could also train for that and just sacrifice my Orb of Energy. Um, I could also get a sword, as I already said earlier, but I'm not sure what I actually want to be doing. Let's just reveal some tiles for the HP, and then let's go in here. Okay, please let this not be incredibly difficult. Some things never change. I wish that if you had the ability um, to target two enemies and one of them was blocked by an ally, it didn't try to target the one that's blocked by an ally. Like it feels like that makes sense to me, but I might be crazy. Um, okay. Hmm. This is kinda rough. I don't think they regen, but yeah, doing this with no cold resistance and with these defenses is kinda. I have to rest, and I cannot afford to rest. Look at that, 500 turns. Can Meteoran even do ice caves? Or like in general, can Meteoran do portal bolts? I guess maybe not ice caves, but maybe they can do others. And it's almost guaranteed to not be worth it to use consumables to try to heal myself to deal with these things, right? Like, no way. Um, no iron shot yet. Yeah, I kind of hate this. I don't think that this is doable. Let's just leave before I die. It's a shame that I don't even get access to any of the loot. I could have maybe rested a bit because I had the self clock in there. But I can also just walk a bit and heal to full. Okay. I wonder if orcs can have access. Because if so, that would be annoying for the purposes of dealing with hydras and stuff like that. Randart Dagger. What do we have here? +7 with resistance to electricity. It's okay. The resistance to electricity part is what makes it slightly interesting and worth picking up. Your orcish features manifest fully. Oh, I can walk on water now. Sweet. I wonder if you can still. Well, I guess you don't drown because drowning doesn't hasn't been in the game for a while, but it does severely drain you to be on top of deep water without the proper means to traverse it, whether it is flying or something else. Um, that's a pretty bad placement for that guy. But I guess it's fine. It really is like stronger than the things that we have seen so far in Lair. Um, cool. So I have a fighter and a mage. Am I going to get a priest next? This is nice. I like looking at that screen. I wonder if my dudes level up too, or if they are just static. All dorks were able to level up. I actually took a lot of warlords into SOT whenever I went Beogh. Okay, they're both petrified. I think that what we do here to avoid them from dying or to prevent their deaths is to teleport and to use recall apostles. And there we go. You're petrified, but you're alive. Just because them coming back to life takes forever. Actually, it takes a good amount of time. It's pretty impressive how long it takes. What lure bolts do we have? Spider and something else that I didn't find. Book of the Moon. Does that have Iron Shot? Or does it have Crystal Spear? It does have Crystal Spear. Okay. Do we want that? It's so expensive that it would take me forever to get, even if I started training for it at this point. And while it deals a lot of damage, it's also extremely expensive to cast in terms of mana, so it's probably not for the best that I get that. Oh, careful with that. I have this, so let's do that and walk away. Okay, a bit surprised that that Hydra ambush didn't just straight up kill me. Okay, talking about Hydra ambushes. Sonar runs on behind seems to be getting the job done. We're about to hit 12 spell casting. I feel like I'm at a bit of a crossroads. Do I commit to Conjuration Surth for Crystal Spear, and do I just get Crystal Spear by, like, I don't know, ideally my first rune, or do I pivot and go melee? Because, oh man, I feel like I should go for Crystal Spear. Probably I shouldn't. Crystal Spear, uncastable. Let's learn it anyway. I feel like that's the correct thing to do. Zombie Hands. 80 HP, a bit buffed. It doesn't have any spells, it's just a tanky dude. Looks like an Orc Knight. Okay, it's getting pretty roughed up. I yield. Sweet, recruit. Okay, now we have 2 warriors and a wizard. And yeah, they don't seem to be leveling up because the first guy that I recruited is still exactly the same as I recruited it. I guess the next time that we get another dude, we just get rid of whichever one is weakest. So I would say that overall it's probably like a power level decrease to be playing Beogh as it is compared to how it used to be, because you used to be able to get to the end game with a million warlords, because really that was the only thing that was gonna survive. But now you get 3 guys that are competent enough for you to not have to babysit them. Um, which I think, like, in terms of quality of life, this is better, but in terms of power level and optimization, this is kind of worse. But I am willing to sacrifice some power on something as extremely niche as Beogh for like quality of life features, which this does have a lot of. So I like it. I like it so far. Um, and I think that we have pretty much already seen all that there is to see when it comes to Beogh. You get dudes that arrive and fight you, and then you beat them, and then they can choose, or you can choose if you want them as allies or not. Rinse and repeat. You can have a max of 3. Mm. Okay, not bad, not bad. I feel like why am I here if not to just straight up do this specific vault, right? Like, why did I enter there if I don't want to do this? Um, Man, this bugged Meteoric is so funny because I'm stealthy. Like Meteoran should not be stealthy, or they were not stealthy at all. But this one is because of the bugged mutation that I got. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, Meteoran did not have this, and they were never meant to have this. But apparently, when Meteoran got removed, their glowing mutation that they had that made them awful to play got changed into this. And that is actually a really strong thing to have, apparently. Certainly makes it so that I don't immediately get thrown into fights um, as soon as a monster is on the screen. Okay, I would like to reveal more tiles to regain my resources. Looking pretty good. Okay, how are my dudes? Full HP. Well, pretty much all of them are full HP. I wonder if I'm gonna get an orc with like Firestorm or something. How broken would that be? I feel like it would be way too broken, and probably it's not gonna happen. But maybe an orc with like Iron Shot or something is possible. Still need more mana to be able to deal with that. Katoble Pass is waiting for me at the end of that. So let's go over here and try to reveal some more tiles to get more resources. Faster than resting. Unfortunately, faster than resting. It seems that we got Wand of Paralysis in this game. I really should be training some evocations. And invocations. After all, I do have +3 for some reason. Meteoran had the craziest aptitudes. -2 stealth, funnily enough, because they were not supposed to have any stealth, which made them pretty brutal. Not the no stealth part, but the part where they were permanently affected by a neon sign pointing at them. That was rough. So if you're skewered and you walk around, do you take damage? Do monsters with barbs take damage like that? Well, anyway, I didn't want to find out. I just waited for that to wear off. I had never seen corpses turn into skeletons. It's such a rare occurrence that a corpse turns into a skeleton while you're manually moving, but Meteoran, right? Hey, look at that, a gem! I mean, I guess I'm playing Meteoran. Meteoran is the species that gets gems. Alright, gem. We didn't get anything from this awful place. Ah, well, I guess it's fine. The reward shall be the experience and friends we got along the way, I suppose. The friends that we got along the way happen to be pretty strong, so I don't particularly mind. Now, what do we have here? Is this just part of the normal lure? Or are we gonna see some jacks? It seems like normal lure to me. I am tempted to jump into this teleport trap, but I feel like it would be a terrible idea. I wanna see if there's more bolts. If I had magic mapping, this would be what I would use it. Yeah, using magic mapping here would be okay. Things are getting kind of spicy. It's too many guys. Somehow they're all alive. I do not understand how, but they are all alive, and that's what counts. Uh, in that situation like that, like fighting that kind of enemies with all the Beogh, I feel like I would have lost all of these guys. But all the Beogh allies were so weak. Like these guys are way stronger than Orc Warriors and Orc Wizards would be, really. Mm, there might be something over there. I really wish I had digging. Maybe Meteoran should have digging the same way that Formicid does, just to speed up the process of exploring the place. Okay, I'm super duper poisoned. Almost deadly poisoned. Let's drink a potion of curing. I think that my Orcish mage ally is straight up more powerful of a mage than I am because of Foxfire. Her Foxfire deals a lot of damage compared to my stuff because it is 2 times 3 dice of 7, but it is like she summons 2, so it's a bit more AoE than my stuff. CBL is definitely not a spell that you get with a Worshipper of Beogh. Nope. I think that it's not a spell that you get at all, but certainly not a spell for a Worshipper of Beogh. Where's the upstairs? I only see 2. Whatever, let's just get out of here. I have seen enough. This is a Snork level. This level was actually pretty scary. I think that training for Crystal Spear is really bad idea. Let's just get invocations. I feel like this will be a good thing to get. Like potentially having Smite will be more impactful than having Crystal Spear. Okay, Snorg is what I call it. We cannot really do that. It's a terrible idea. I would lose all of my followers, and losing all of my followers is not good at all. So will Beogh just be a better HEP? I mean, kind of, somewhat. I cannot really tell you that it will be, but I also cannot tell you that it won't be because I haven't played enough of New Beogh. But the way that this is going, it kind of does seem like it will be the case, right? After all, I have 3 permanent allies instead of only 1. Um, with the possibility of said permanent ally to receive upgrades down the line, that's like there's a lot of upside, but also there's the downside of you actually having to fight empowered versions of your allies to actually be able to poach them as allies. That's not particularly safe nor anything that a Hep worshipper has to deal with. But Beogh worshipper doesn't get the HP reduction. Yeah, it is difficult to tell whether it is an upgrade or a downgrade. It is more powerful, I think, because of the fact that you have 3 allies instead of 1, but it is also more dangerous, probably. Okay, I think that I got spider, right? Okay, so probably. Oh, I got swamp. Yeah, I was thinking that my lair branch was gonna be here, and if there's trees, then that's probably swamp. Yeah, almost sure to be a swamp. Almost guaranteed. Yep, staircase to the swamp. I will go there in time. In time is not now, maybe later. For now, let's go do orc. I don't know which one is gonna be the first one that I fire. Maybe the first one that I got, because it doesn't seem like it's falling off. But if I get a melee orc, it's probably gonna be better than this guy, right? It's gonna have a better weapon, gonna have more armor class, more HP. It's probably gonna be a knight instead of a warrior. Um, yeah, might as well grab the money because what if I find something in a shop that I want that I cannot afford? It would spend more time. It would be more of a time expenditure to go back and grab the money. I lost an orc. You swear to avenge the guy's death. Blood for blood. Beseech Beogh to grant you an army with which to wreak bloody retribution. The user will be immediately surrounded by Orcish allies, with more of them arriving over time from all directions. The prayer lasts a considerable length of time, but will expire far more rapidly once there are no more force in sight. Usable only while you're standing over the corpse of one of your apostles, and at most once per death. It is pricey in terms of piety. Get Saint Roca, you can no longer do that, unfortunately. Yeah, as part of this rework, you lost the ability to convert uniques because of code shenanigans. Um, that it's probably too difficult to code it into the new version of Beogh. But maybe one of these days they figure it out, or someone, one of the contributors, figures it out. Anyway, what do we get here? Intelligence, because all signs are pointing at Crystal Spear. I'm a bit surprised that I lost an orc because there were some situations that where I lost some orc or where I was fighting and I was like, there's no way that these orcs survived those Dediacs and the Hydra, right? For example, and they do, and not only that, but they also didn't take a lot of damage. And in this fight against Uruk, like they just one of them just straight up died. Um, Pretty weird. Well, better hurry up because my time is running out and I have not seen the shops. By the way, I don't have a lot of money, but I feel like it's still worth it to come here. Um, Peaceful. How come? The Orc Knight raises its hands in surrender. I mean, I guess that's fine. Back in the day, those would have turned into allies, I suppose. Was I at... Oh, it's the first time that I reached 6 pips of piety with Beogh. Cool. So yeah, I think that my assessment of higher risk, higher reward HEP is not inaccurate. Look at how long it takes to get back an ally if it dies. Like it really takes forever. Um, so it is in your best interest to not let it die. Unlike with the ancestor, with the ancestor you just rest to full HP pretty much and it comes back. Okay, 20% paralyze. I wonder if it's correct to use the Potion of Enlightenment. I'm gonna use it and try to just clear the whole thing in one go because I know that there's a a Nogger Mage, and I also want to have the willpower for those guys. Yeah, I'll check the shops later. Oh, come on, it's wearing off already. It really doesn't last for very long. Like the turn I stepped on the lava, it started to wear off. Mm, I guess I can try the helmet. Not my utmost priority because I already have a pretty decent helmet, but if there's nothing else to buy, at least I could buy that. I hope that these orcs going peaceful gives me experience, because if not, I'm just getting robbed of a lot of experience by all of these orcs going peaceful. Okay, you have 21% paralyze and 20% paralyze. The ogre mages are slightly more powerful than the orcs. So yeah, Meteork. I hope that you have been enjoying the Meteork so far. I have to tell you that like it's just so different from the usual crawl experience that I cannot really say that I enjoy playing like this, but I do like the idea of being given the opportunity of playing something as strange and rare as this. Okay, we got Blink. Blink is good, and I also am interested in the Book of Iron, but I still have more shops to check. I don't want to commit to any purchases before I see everything, and that's why that's really good and that's really good. And I don't have enough money for both of them. I think that I buy the ring. The ring is excellent. By the way, I think that I have only seen one ring and no amulets, of course. It's kind of miraculous that I have everything when it comes to armor, with how little I have seen of the whole game. You know, Meteoran things. I'm going to try to get more money, enough money to be able to buy both of the items in this shop because, well, at the very least, I'm going to buy this right now. And I'm going to equip it, of course. Incredible item. I would have really liked to have that when I was going to do the ice cave because if I had gotten it, I feel like I would have been able to do it. Oh no, I hit a peaceful orc. You feel very guilty. You will pay for your transgression, mortal. Beogh sends your followers elsewhere. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was Jikes, not Rift Wizard or Tevi. Yeah, did I did update the thing, right? Well, anyway, I think that I already updated it. But yeah, everyone should play Rift Wizard and Tevi, even if I'm not doing that today. Well, I hope that my followers come back soon because they are kind of the reason why why I was able to get this far. Let's pick up some more money. Hopefully these piles of gold are enough. I do want that Amulet of Regen. Obviously, being a Meteoran, it really would help to have Regen. They were not carrying any money, it seems. I can feel the difference. Oh, that didn't last for very long. That's nice. Shouldn't auto-explore. Yes, I purposefully have that title. I have you not noticed? I have had titles relating to Tevi since I played Tevi pretty much, and I don't plan on stopping really. Almost there. I need to find one or two more piles of gold to be able to afford it. Okay, that's not. Oh, there we go. There we go. I thought that it was 450, but 420 is the price. Um, Back to the dungeon we go on very small amounts of time remaining in Orc. I'm probably gonna get Sawtooth if I do want to go to Elf. At least it's not as bad as it used to be. It got nerfed. Recall Apostles. And the journey continues. With how slow this is going, I think it's possible that I don't finish this today. Okay, this guy has Sandblast and Slow. It's also a mage. It seems like a more robust mage than the one I have, at least. Mm. Oh, they're durably summoned. Also, they were part of the band of this guy. I thought that bands were going to consist of orcs, but I guess that they can also have Rose Devils, which, by the way, is one of the nastiest things that they could have. Rose Devils are obscenely strong. They are very, very tanky. Um, they're not so tanky. There's demons that are more tanky, but the corrosion thing that they do kind of sucks. They also have pretty good resistances. That's why I remember them as tanky. At least I don't care about that. Okay, goodbye, wizard. Yes, I will never forget you. Hello, new mage. More powerful mage. Yep, tankier mage with a ring of poison resistance. I wonder how geared up they're gonna be by the end of the game. So yeah, I think that having this Amulet of Regen is Gonna be pretty good for me. I have now 10 invocations. The smite is probably gonna be pretty okay. I wish it told you how much damage it does. It has never done it, and it will never do. But I wish it told you. I like transparency and clarity. What if people never use the smite because they assume that it's just gonna be like a monster smite, which doesn't deal a lot of damage, without realizing that experience level 27, or well, not experience level 27, but 27 invocations of smite, 3-shot swords of fire. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. But nowhere in the game do you know that that it gets that crazy. Okay, that's fine because I have allies. Okay, we found a gauntlet. That will be fun. I do have magic mapping. Let's use it. Okay, we're close to the gauntlet. Well, maybe. I don't know which one of these two it is. But we're close to one of the ones that could be the gauntlet. There was or like in the shops in Nork, there was one that had LRD, but I don't think that I can go back there unless it is to go do elf. Oh, this is a normal shop with gold scales. Oof. With all the Beogh, I would have probably bought them and given them to a guy, but now you can no longer give items to your guys. It's fine. I don't think I can use them myself because I only have 9 strength after all. Okay. Now let's see what we get here. Oh yeah, because I cannot auto-explore, I cannot reveal everything. That's kind of lame. Book of the Earth with Iron Shot. I like that plan. I do think that it's a good idea to go for Iron Shot. Probably going to do it. Probably going to go in there, but let's see if there's a reason for me not to do it. Rune Cloak. Well, that's a glowing plate and a Randart amulet. Man, okay, that's a pretty good gauntlet. I don't think I have to see the rest. I think that I can just go in there and kill everything. Okay, this has Arcanist and Enchant Armor, which not particularly interested in. Enchant Weapon, also not interested in. And Randart Quarterstaff and a Potion of Brilliance. Okay, there's more over there, but I think that I have made my decision. A Shining Eye, that's gonna be kind of annoying, but we can probably do this, right? Okay, that's not my brightest moment. Perhaps I shouldn't have done this, because now I'm gonna be confused. And now I have minus a scroll and confusion. Okay, my orcs didn't get confused. Pretty sweet. And we get bombarded. Do we learn this right now? I'm gonna learn it. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I need something that's a little bit stronger than what I currently have to deal with some enemies. Recall Apostles. Thanks for letting you know about the double launcher. Dual wielding hand cannon sounds amazing. It probably is, but the difficulty lies in actually finding 2 hand cannons in a single playthrough. But if you happen to find 2, Yep, pretty strong. Okay, I hope that you're not... Okay, you are tanky. Yeah, if it had been the mage, then it was probably gonna die. How much damage did that smite do? 3 exclamation marks, that's a lot. Um, I feel like I have to keep going. I wish I had a spear of venom or something. I kind of want to reform. Yeah, for the HP and the armor class. You better be the one with the halberd. Yeah, okay. I like that sometimes they do position themselves correctly. This is a pretty okay amulet. Is it better than an amulet of normal regen? I'm not sure, but it's pretty good regardless. Um, let's see what we get here. Revealing some tiles to heal. And okay, Minotaur zombie blocking the door, and a Minotaur with silver jabs. Zombie hands, iron shot. Didn't I learn iron shot? Oh, I must have. Yeah, okay, that's what's happening. Need to change my RC file to make it so that bombard is iron shot or iron shot is bombard. Okay, got a miscast. Okay, got a pretty chunky hit and also gained some ground on the Minotaur. Another miscast. Another pretty good hit. Okay, nice. Nice, not bad at all. And I get some loot as a reward. Yeah, I mean, 8 charges of digging, that's not bad at all. 8 charges of digging. A flail and a Minotaur zombie. Alright, I'm gonna use this time to rest to full resources, you know? Like, what I mean by time is this sod clock that I have here. Might as well. Alright, that was pretty okay. Let's equip a couple of things. Let's equip this. Let's. I think that I'll probably use the fire skills, but later. I don't think I'll want to use them now. Maybe let's equip this and see how badly it messes me up. It does mess me up enough that I don't feel like it's the correct thing to use for now. So let's go back to the Steam skills. Let's continue. I don't feel like I need to do anything else in this level. I probably just leave, right? Ah, Phantom Mirror. Okay, it was fine to explore then. Let's take a look at this guy. It has a ton of armor class, but I have a strong smite. So yeah, I think that if I go in there and smite it like 4 times, it dies. The issue is dealing with the rest of those guys. I guess I can equip poison resistance. And it does give me a Book of the Dragon. What does that give? Nothing too interesting for my character. But the Phantom Mirror... the Phantom Mirror is the one that I use the least pretty much. And there's some Ambrosia, I bet. And yeah, okay. Nah, I'll do it later if I do end up doing it at all. Do not forget that I also need to save some time here, because I'll use it on the way back up. And like I have to eventually backtrack to go do some lair branches or something. You know, the usual progression through the game. Did I say it? I don't think that I'm gonna complete this today because of how exhausting it is to play like this. Like, look at that, it's 2 hours and I have yet to step on a lair branch. So yeah, it's gonna take me a while. And I do want this to end in a win. I have gotten past some of the most difficult parts of the game. Now it's only a matter of getting past the actual most difficult part of the game, which is the crawl mid game, and then I can just win without a lot of worries. You know, let's try with a little bit of smite on the pyromancer. Big damage and deadly amounts of damage. Good. Okay, some shops. Leech and a crystal war axe. Leech is obscenely expensive, so I'm not gonna buy that. But I'm gonna buy this, which could be acquirement. Hey, it was acquirement. Literally bought acquirement for 23 gold. Um, okay, Magic Part 4. It's a book full of level 4 spells because of course it's gonna be. Ignite Poison got its level increased. Now it's level 4. I think that when I played Alchemy or Alchemist or whatever it was, Venom Mage, it was still level 3. It was obviously strong. Well, disappointing, but at least the money is gonna be useful. I don't think I want any of the spells. I don't want the axe, and I don't want the other item. So money it is. I'm gonna start going for Crystal Spear again. When I get it down to like 50, I will take off the orb because the orb is making it more difficult to cast the spells, and I'll see how easy it is to cast at that point. Well, my current armor is equivalent to a rope, so that is definitely like I cannot fix that. I have to do other things to lower my failure chance, whether it is training the skill or getting rid of the thing that makes it more difficult to cast. But I cannot get rid of my armor. Stone wall. That is the entrance to vaults. Yeah, I feel like I can do it. It's gonna have... Oh no, it's a treasure trove. What do you want from me? +2 storm skills. Very doable. Well, I need one more scroll of enchant armor, but very doable. I just need to find the storm skills. That might prove a bit difficult. It might take me a while. Dead ends. Yeah, once again, we're seeing that thing that I said earlier. Even the level generation is hostile to Meteoran. Okay, last level of the dungeon. We don't get the gem. I'm sure that the gem has already been shattered, right? Oh, look at that! It's still here. I thought that it was. I thought that it took into account the entirety of the time that hath passed since I entered the branch, but I guess it doesn't. So I can get the smoky gem. Cool. Considering how it's probably the only time ever that I'll get it, I do want it. Um, and it's almost impossible for me to miss it at this point because I still have 3,000 turns. Okay, lost a guy. It was a mage. Come on. Alright. You feel as though your fallen companions have been avenged. Fallen companions have been avenged, but the one that's the most powerful is the one that's still alive, at least. I don't think I'll need them so much for a while. I think I can deal with not having them, is what I'm trying to say. I definitely would prefer to have them. Walk through micromanage for you. It's like Fulminant Prism. It's so strong, but you can't be bothered using it. Oh, and this is this version of Beogh. You should have seen the old one. Did you ever try the old version of Beogh? And because that was another level of micromanagement. You can grab a Freety. I thought that a Freety were incorporeal, being fighty dudes. Hey, Book of Minor Magic, give me Blink. We didn't need to buy it, it seems, which is pretty nice. Do I train a little bit of this? I guess so. Let's get like 5. So I can cast Blink. Okay, some potions and a scroll of revelation, very valuable to my character. I want to take on this guy, but I'm gonna wait until my dudes revive. I'm gonna try to clear a bunch of this level, maybe everything, while I wait for my guys to revive. And then we deal with that ghost. Another thing that I should have maybe gotten that Book of Iron, but I just didn't have enough money to do it. Oof, rough. In this kind of situation, it would be nice to have some melee or my dudes or evocations instead of invocations. I didn't think about the possibility of like or the fact I didn't think of the fact that smiting takes mana, and if I don't have any mana for fighting, I also don't have any mana for smiting. So in that regard, evocations would have been a better thing to train for. I wonder if you do extended with Beogh, I wonder if you get extended level orcs at some point, like orcs with like 200 HP or so. Um, I imagine if you did that, or like imagine if it worked like that, it would be awesome. That was 5 translocations. Okay, we can go back to training for Crystal Spear. 93%. Kind of spooky. Wow, that bolt has a lot of loot. I feel like it's doable. I have immolation, right? Oh, I guess I don't. Yeah, immolation would be great for that bolt. The only thing that I would really have to deal with would be the fire giant, but I feel like I would be able to. How hurt are you? Still waiting for my guys to come back. Like, come on. Uh, Now I'm out of allies, which is pretty bad. I wanted my allies to come back to take on that ghost, but now I'm out of allies. Really rough. Or maybe I should have done the blood for blood thing and opened that vault, and maybe that would have taken care of the vault, giving me a bunch of experience in the process. Jiva altar outside of slime. That's a strange sight to see. Oh well. I feel like I did a good chunk of the stuff that there was to do there. I'll just get out of here and go. Do we go? Oh, well, I guess I do swamp. I guess I do swamp. Swamp with as a worshipper of Beogh is not so miserable anymore because now. Oh, I should get LRD. Well, once I have the chance to. Unfortunately, that one is not really accessible unless I want to get here. Unless I want to get hurt by SOT, and I don't really feel like being in the receiving end of that for now. Did I get this? Did I get the thing? Did I get the? I forgot to get the thing. Yeah, the smoky gem. I am going to go back for it. In order to get it, I have to. It's probably close to the entrance to depths. Yeah, I keep seeing these situations where I really wish I had LRD. There it is. I don't have a port, do I? Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be the case. Shock Serpent. But I have the resistance. It's probably a shapeshifter. You know, these situations where I run out of mana are just occurring a bit too frequently. I think we cannot justify not training evocations with how much this is happening. Also, maybe I should equip the Amulet of Mana Regen instead of the Amulet of Normal Regen. Yeah, that also seems to be a limiting factor for this character, the amount of mana that it has and how quickly I burn through it, at least for now. Yeah, I knew that it was a shapeshifter. Okay, give me that. You pick up the smoky gem and feel like it's impossibly delicate weight in your hands. Sweet. Now, I think that maybe I should call it there for today, and I'll come back tomorrow to do swamp. I bet I didn't have to do that right away, right? Like, I probably could have just graphed that when I was going to enter depths. I wonder how much Sod Clock do I have left in Lair. Hmm. Hmm. I want to stop, but this situation, like, there's still monsters on the screen, you know? I'm a bit surprised that the Swamp Worm didn't pull me. Oh, come on. Angry insects surge out from beneath the shambling mangrove's foliage. Ah, man, I didn't need that, especially with the low amount of mana that I have. But yeah, I really should equip the Amulet of Mana Regen, right? Let's use Wonder Roots. Yep. Okay. Didn't work very well. The Grasping Roots constrict you. You take 21 damage. I took 21 damage from being constricted in one turn? Excuse me, that doesn't seem right. This is looking pretty bad. And there's still more enemies coming. I really miss my Beogh dudes. I wish they hadn't all died. Not gonna lie. I really could use them right about now. Don't break constriction. It broke constriction. So now I feel like I cannot go upstairs unless I kill this guy. And I'm out of mana once again. Are you standing on water? No, you are not. So no Wand of Flame. Not like I have a lot of charges of that anyway. Wand of Paralysis, 40%. That's not gonna work. Mind Burst, 62. I would rather not. Wand of Light then, because it is constricted. Okay, now it's standing on water. There we go. I think that the most powerful thing that I can do is a Smite. Like straight up the most powerful thing that I can do is a Smite. This level has a bunch of tiles that I have yet to explore, so I'm gonna explore them, I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna kill that Hydra, and then I'm gonna end it. Book of Geomancy. What is that? Is that a file of lots? It is, okay. I'm interested in picking that up. Okay, back to full resources. Unrevealed tiles are a resource when it comes to Meteoran. Man, Meteoran was so min-maxy. I'm kind of glad that it's no longer in the game because this kind of sucks. It has some cool things and it has some pretty whack things. But yeah. Now we equip mana regen instead of normal regen because we have come to the decision that mana regen is the correct thing to use instead of normal regen. It also gives me slightly better, well, it gives me poison resistance pretty much and a little bit of extra stealth, which is appreciated. Channel magic 20%. I thought that it was higher of a chance to refund me for my spells. Anyway, yep, that is going to be it. I'll come back tomorrow to continue with this ordeal that has been this Meteor of Beogh. I definitely want to remain alive. I don't want to die. How long until they revive, really? Like, it seems to me. Yeah, come on, revive already. It's taken forever. I need you to revive because I feel like this is the part of the game where I could really use the help of like these allies. Maybe not the one with the halberd because of the whole chopping off Hydra heads things. But anyway, we shall see how that goes tomorrow. Oof, man, crawl is so exhausting, especially Meteoran crawl, right? I'll be back at a later date with hopefully a fixed bot that actually announces my streams instead of having to do it myself manually. We shall see how that goes. But yep, see you around. Have a nice rest of your night. Thank you for the continued support, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow to finish this. I promise. See you around.